All right. Hopefully people will stop back in. And all right. So can you hear me, Philip? I hope it's fixed too. So talking. So it's showing my mic is working on this side. Don't know what the hell is going on here, but just give me a yes, Philip, if you can hear. I have no idea what's going on here. This is crazy. I guess you still can't hear. Oh, you hear me. Okay, good. All right, so all you guys missed was a 2-run homer by Joe Gordon in the top of the first, and that's where we are right now. So 1 out, and here's Lou Gehrig after Babe Ruth struck out. So thanks for coming back in, Philip. I appreciate it, and it's good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope work's going well, and everything else, your channel, everything. All right, Lolich deals to Gehrig, 1-1 pitch, and this one a routine 4-3 play. Gehringer fires on to Greenberg for the 4-3 putout. 2 down now for Mickey Mantle. All right, there we go. Nathan hears me as well. Nathaniel, Advocate 8-8. All right, so here's Mickey Mantle now. Batting right against the lefty Lolich, has a sign from Freehand. Here's the wind in, the pitch, and Mantle skies this one deep to left. Bobby Veach back at the track makes the catch for the out, but the Yankees 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We played a half inning, the Yankees 2, and the Detroit Tigers come into bat. All right, good evening again, Corey. All right, so thank you for coming in to say good evening, Philip. I really appreciate it. Have a good sleep. Samuel Smith here with us. And Tim says, yes for sound. As you've been having to restart videos the last couple days. Yeah, odd. Yeah, it's weird. No, it's not a new mic. And right before I go on to stream, it's showing everything is pegging nicely. So I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to have to do a little bit of muck about here and see. So anyhow, thanks for stopping in, guys. And thank you last night for the guys that helped out with the just that little kind of tutorial on how to create your own sort of leagues and stuff, and Pearson baseball, and then and all the other stuff that I said that everybody missed. No use going back over again. All right, looking at this defense here for the New York Yankees. In left, Babe Ruth. In center, Mickey Mantle. And in right, Reggie Jackson. At first base, Lou Gehrig. At second, Joe Gordon, who has a home run in this game. At short, Derek Jeter. At third, Greg Nettles. And cashing Jorge Posada tonight, and Jack Cheesebro takes the mound. Leading off here for the Tigers, Ty Cobb. And hello again, Legend Sports Universe. So, guys, after you watch this, you're in the mood for some more baseball. There's a really good Giants and Brewers game that Legends did as a premiere earlier this evening. So check that one out too, especially if you're pining for the weekend, because it's a Saturday game that was premiered on a Monday or a Tuesday, and I love that. All right, here's Ty Cobb now, and this again opening night here at Comerica Park. 1-2 pitch on the way to Cobb, and Ty Cobb looks at a called strike 3 below the belt, so Cheesebro punches out 1. All right, here's Charlie Gehringer now, second baseman. 1-0 pitch. And Gehringer fouls this behind the plate. Posada flings his mask and against the wall makes the catch. So 2 away. Nice play there by Jorge Posada. Always weekend in the Franchise Stars Baseball League. How about it? Yep. So I'm not going to give away spoilers, but Nathaniel enjoyed the Brewers-Giants game. So if you know who he's a fan of, you pretty much know. It was a good game. It was a good game. The final score might not reflect it, but it was a good game. It was a good game. When using Baseball History Collection, where's the best place to get player photos? Just use photos. So no, what I do, Corey, if you use real player photos for, and I'll bring up a website here. For Out of the Park Baseball, you can use the same photos in Action PC. They're interchangeable as they are with actually, the only 2 games that don't use this file format that I know of are Baseball Mogul and Diamond Mine Baseball. However, what I would suggest you do, and I'll bring this over here, and if you go to you can either go to the Out of the Park forums or Action PC forums. So we'll just go to the Action PC Baseball forums. And also, I can post some photo pack. Some zip ups and photo packs if you guys want, and put it in the Ned McGreevy Discord. I'd be happy to do that for you guys. But that being said, right here, if you go down, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down in the Action PC forums, which I'm going to put in here. Mo doesn't use right. I know, shocker. No kidding, right? That's funny. No, Corey. So let me tell you about how things work here, Corey. Because the third time you come in here, you have a wrench. There's no such thing as interrupting. The game is secondary in this family. It's secondary. What it's all about is chatting with you guys, talking baseball or whatever else we veer off into. So please feel free, man. Feel free. So about the fifth one down, here's this guy, Cheech411, who does photo packs for Action PC Baseball and Out of the Park Baseball. And I haven't updated my photos in a while, but you can see the quality. They're nice looking photos. He likes everything sort of whited out or whatever. But you just keep going through here. You'll find all kinds of good stuff. Another one that I will show really quickly and put into the chat is the this is the Action PC Baseball community. So let me give you that link as well. Oh, you're very, very welcome. So Legends says Beatles channel is a discussion channel that games take place in. His channel is a game channel that discussions. Yeah. So there's a little bit of a different focus. And one of the reasons I do that is because Legends actually has a broadcaster's voice. I'm just like, a fan that's having fun. So I figure since I can't really give you guys the immersive experience of listening to a good announcer, I like to talk to you guys. And so does Legends. He does it well too. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him buffalo you, this guy. All right. So if you just mouse over here, you get the little CSS menu. The CSS menu pops down. Go to images, and so there you go. So let's say maybe you just want to do you want to do a season replay in it. For instance, there's player photos for a bunch of seasons, but if you keep scrolling down, you're gonna find larger like photo packs and stuff like that. This is a great resource. There's uniforms, logos. Major League Baseball team logos from 1890 to 2023. Ballpark images are in here, all kinds of stuff. So there's Negro League player photos if you're looking for those. So two great resources. The other one, of course, is the Out of the Park forums, again, because they use the same photo format. So there you go. I hope that helps. And I will gladly, if anybody wants, I have a bunch of different types of photo packs. I'll be glad to zip those up and put them in the McGreevy Discord. Yeah, you're welcome, Corey. So you are welcome. We both have our own styles. Now, Legends tends to he has focus. He has focus in the game. He does. He really does. And I hang out, man. All right, here's Harry Heilman. So a Hall of Famer that doesn't get a lot of press. So Heilman in there. And just looking at his numbers here in the baseball history collection, a 376 average, 11 home runs, 114 runs batted in. All right, and here we go. So 2 down, Yankees up 2 runs here in the bottom of the first. 3-0 pitch, and Heilman draws the walk. So he will hang out at first base as Hammer and Hank Greenberg. So for MLB The Show fans, also kind of like Legends, I'm kind of just staying with MLB The Show 2022, does what I want it to do. I don't play it on this channel when Legends is doing his thing, cause that's his baby, man. But one thing that is cool for those of you that are looking at it, they're adding more Legends into the game. Not Legends Sports Universe, but Baseball Legends. So some pretty good players coming in there, and one of them was Hank Greenberg, who is at bat. So I know Christopher C., who is in there, one of Legends regulars, and I guess Christopher does a lot of modding or what have you, creating players. He's really stoked about that part. So anyhow, MLB The Show coming out really soon, 25 for those of you interested. I'm just a little paranoid about buying the game now because they've shut off support for some earlier editions of the game, and which is too bad because I had, there were some really cool roster sets I wanted to get for earlier versions of MLB The Show and couldn't. But MLB The Show 22 has been really fun. I have, I believe MLB The Show, the 20. I have like a whole bunch of editions, but 22 is the one I find myself playing the most. So, but a lot of baseball games coming out in the next month, guys. A lot of baseball games. All right, here's Hammer and Hank Greenberg back to the game, and the 1-0 delivery to Greenberg. Greenberg absolutely kills this one to left, but Babe Ruth has enough room at the track to bring it down. So a big, loud out. No runs, no hits, no errors. And we have one in the books here in Comerica Park. The Yankees 2, and the Tigers nothing. So, I saw that. Christopher just reeling off all these Giants names, and I mean, Bill Terry is a player that doesn't get a lot of love, and it was really, really good to see him mentioned. And as soon as he said Bill Terry, and of course, waxing poetic about Roger Connor, I figured, this guy's got to be a Giants fan. So awesome stuff. Legends also plays an autoplay game for 6 innings. So, but I like the fact, what I like is when he gets involved then in the 7th inning, because one thing that MLB The Show doesn't always do very well is bullpen. And it makes some questionable moves. So I really, really like that Legends brings his baseball knowledge to bear, and he's fair. He's fair about it. I mean, I know he's a New York baseball fan, but he's fair about it and makes some good decisions. And something San Diego Studios really, I think, should work on, though. But all good stuff. All good stuff. And believe me, he's watching like a hawk in those games. All right, here's Jorge Posada, made that nice play back in the first. He would lead things off for the Yankees, followed by Reggie Jackson and Greg Nettles. So Joe DiMaggio not getting the start tonight. All right, Lolich ready to deal. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and strike 3 called. So Lolich, that one a little off the fastball there. And this one, Reggie Jackson drills into right. Jackson's going to go for 2. So 1-out double now for Mr. October here in April, and it brings up Greg Nettles, third baseman, 257 from last season, including 23 home runs. The Yankees up 2-0, 1 down here at Comerica, opening night for them. 2-2 pitch to Nettles, and Nettles, big cut and a miss and a strikeout for him. And I'm trying to just get myself back into the action PC mode. This is a slower game than Out of the Park. So, all right, here's Jack Cheesebro now to bat. And then waiting on deck, Derek Jeter. 2 down, runner at second for the Yankees. 2-0 pitch. Cheesebro swings, base hit left field, and that's going to be an RBI single, and the Yankees tack on another. So 3-0 here in the top of the second. Cheesebro at first. And here's Derek Jeter, 1 for 1 in the game, lined a single over second back in the first. Freehand sets up. Lolich, not really paying a lot of attention there to Cheesebro. 1-2 pitch on the way. Jeter, little foul ball there. Rolls foul in front of the plate, third base side. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Jeter looking at a big swing and a miss for strike 3. So Cheesebro picks up his, I'm sorry, boy, I'm really out of this here. Lolich picks up his 4th strikeout, but the Yankees pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. Go to the bottom of the second inning. The Yankees lead the Tigers 3-0 in this baseball history collection subset. All right, and it will be Bobby Veach, Alan Trammell, and George Keller. We should say Alan Treadmill in honor of the man called Yoko, who's in the franchise, or who's in the Fields of Dreams League. All right, here's Bobby Veach, left fielder, very capable player. Veach, not a Hall of Famer, but should be, I think, or at least Hall of Very Good. 2-2 pitch, and Jack Cheesebro fans a big swing and a miss by Bobby Veach. So 1 down now for Alan Trammell. All right, the Detroit shortstop steps in. Cheesebro has the sign from Jorge Posada, the wind and the pitch. Trammell, first pitch swinging. Little bounding ball to first. Long throw across the diamond by Nettles to Gehrig. Score that one 5-3. 2 up, 2 down now for George Kell. George Kell, one of my favorite Detroit Tigers. 321 average in this file. 5 home runs. 72 runs batted in for Kell. All right, Cheesebro ready to go. He winds and deals 1-0 pitch. Long fly ball, and Mickey Mantle ranges back on his horse and makes the catch for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. So Detroit turned away again. We go to the top of the third. It's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing here. Yeah, I know you're doing. How about it? You're doing full game play-by-play. I've done a few full game play-by-plays, pitch by pitch, and it's tough work. It's tough work. I mean, I think with the reason I've stopped doing it is because at least with games like Action PC Baseball, it's kind of, but with out of the park, there's a little bit more to look at, but with MLB The Show, what's nice is I think that adds that much more immersion, and I'm glad that you don't go to counts because you can do that in MLB The Show, and I'm glad that you do it pitch by pitch. It just adds that much more to the immersion. Really do. Cousin Ken Castro joining us. This is it. Cousin Chad. Hope everyone's well. Yeah, doing well. Cuz, thanks for your help last night in our fun little, longer tutorial of Pure Sim Baseball and how to create leagues and stuff like that. So much more you can do with that game. All right, Joe Gordon had that big home run. That was a 2-run shot back in the first inning that gave New York a lead. All right, 1-2 pitch on the way. Gordon this time slashes this one to right field. Base hit. So Joe Gordon having himself a good play. They're charging a poor play on Gehringer, but I think sometimes the scorer here, or the silent color man, is just a little bit too cranky. So Gordon at first, and Gordon has some decent speed. Babe Ruth, 0-1, whiffed back in the first against Mickey Lolich. Lefty-lefty matchup here. 1-0 pitch to Ruth. Ruth swings, grounder to Gehringer. Gehringer to Trammell, back to Greenberg. And how about it there? Nice 3-6-3 double play. So the bases are empty for the Iron Horse. And he grounded out to Gehringer last time up. Full count on Gehrig, and Gehrig draws the walk. So Legend says, this is why I laugh when people say cards and dice games are more simulation than the show. Boiling in a bat down to a single dice roll with no respect to counter pitch type will never be a simulation. Doesn't make it bad. Don't call it a sim. So, I mean, and I think that's the same here. It's because even we play digital baseball. I do believe that, and I do this offline, not online, but I do it offline. I do play these games pitch by pitch because, I mean, if you think about it, and Legends, we all know this, baseball fans, you're gonna send a runner on a certain counter. You're gonna have your hitter do a thing on a certain counter, or even the pitcher, right? And so many things in baseball are dependent on that count, and so many things can happen. And so I do know that there are board games that do kind of, okay, there's those sort of strategy roles or whatever. But I don't know. Somebody told me that there is a cards and dice game that allows you to do pitch by pitch. I think Tim mentioned it. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But somebody mentioned that there's one of them out there that you can kind of do a pitch by pitch thing. So be interesting. All right, Lou Gehrig at first, and we'll bring up Mickey Mantle. The Mick is 0-1. Gave it a ride to deep left, with Bobby Veach bringing it down just short of the wall. 1-2 pitch, and Mantle cuts and misses. Lolich picks up strikeout number 5. So the Yankees, for the first time in this game, held scoreless. We go to the bottom of the third inning. New York Yankees lead the Detroit Tigers 3-0. All right. And we have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Bill Freehan, Mickey Lolich, and then the Georgia Peach due up. Cousins, start thinking about the tickets for June. We're gonna boogie like second row, or or nosebleeds. No, dude, I don't do nosebleed section. And the nice thing about PNC Park is, there's not really anything terribly nosebleed there. But no, we got to get. We're talking like first base side, whatever. So yeah, got to do my vacation bid, and usually most people don't take the first week of June, so second week of June, so should be good. Should be good. Yeah, PNC Park, nice, cozy ballpark, and what a beauty it is. All right, here's Bill Freehand now. Cheesebro ready to deal now. 2 strikeouts and a walk in this game thus far. 1-2 pitch. And Bill Freehand cuts and misses. So Cheesebro with strikeout number 3. Cheesebro, of course, been the bane of many in the Fields of Dreams League. Brings up Mickey Lolich now. Switch hitter batting left against Cheesebro. 1-2 pitch. And Lolich. This one paints the inside corner. Cheesebro strikeout number 4. So quickly 2 down. And speaking of strikeouts, Ty Cobb struck out back in the first. Steps in now. Cheesebro deals 1-2 pitch. Cheesebro with K number 5. Swing and a miss there by Ty Cobb. So Jack Cheesebro strikes out the side. We go to the top of the 4th inning. The Yankees holding on to a 3-0 lead. And it will be Jorge Posada, Reggie Jackson, and Greg Nettles due up for the Bronx Bombers. Posada struck out against Lolich back in the second. So Mickey with 5 strikeouts and a walk thus far through 3 innings work. All right, Freehand sets the target. Lolich winds and deals. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball deep to short. Trammell sets, throws, and Greenberg receives for the 6-3 putout. Here's Mr. October. So double back in the second. Full count on Reggie, and Reggie Jackson, this one missing just a bit low, and Jackson will take first. Free pass. Here's Craig Nettles now. He's nothing for 1, and he struck out. 1 away here, top of the 4th inning. Nettles checks Jackson at first. Jackson can pilfer a few bases. 1-2 pitch. Nettles swings. This one driven deep to left, and at the track, Bobby Veach brings it down. Jackson gets back to first quickly. 2 away, and here's Jack Cheesebro now. Cheesebro, 202 hitter, and he's 1 for 1. In this game has an RBI single that scored Reggie Jackson, giving New York its 3rd run back in the 2nd inning. 1-2 pitch on the way, and this time Cheesebro just comes up with nothing but error. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Game moving along quickly here, and it's New York 3 and Detroit nothing. So the number 2, 3, 4 hitters drew up. Charlie Gehringer, Harry Heilman, and Hammerin, Hank Greenberg. Charlie Gehringer popped to the catcher back in the first. That was a nice play made by Jorge Posada. All right, the lefty second baseman waits for the Cheesebro delivery. 3-0 pitch, and Cheesebro misses, and Gehringer will draw the walk. So a runner on now for Harry Heilman, and Harry Heilman has some pop in the bat. Walked back in the 1st inning. Check of the runner. Cheesebro comes home now. The pitch and the throw down. Gehringer was off to the races and picks up the stolen base. So now Detroit with a runner on, making a little bit of noise, trying to get something going, trying to answer these Yankees, as Heilman is back in the box now. Runner in scoring position. The count 0-1. Here it comes. Heilman sends us off the middle. Gordon ranging to his right, bare hands, and fires onto the Iron Horse for the 4-3 putout on the play. Charlie Gehringer will move to 3rd. Brings up Hammer and Hank Greenberg now. Swing of the bat. Puts the Tigers back in this one. Gave it a ride deep down the left field line back in the 1st. Posada sets the target. Cheesebro working out of the stretch. 2-2 pitch. And big swing and a miss by Hammer and Hank Greenberg. So 2 away now. Brings up Bobby Veach. Left fielder struck out. So a lot of strikeouts with these pitchers tonight. From the stretch and the 1-1 pitch. Veach swings. Line drive base hit. Right field. RBI. Breaks up the no-hitter. And Detroit puts one on the board here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1. Breaking Franchise Stars baseball news. Simming games up to his next broadcast tomorrow. The first place Tigers have just lost Al Kaline. To a broken hand. Ooh, that's going to hurt. That's losing Al Kaline is huge. Absolutely huge. Tigers have pitched great offense, mid-pack, but Kaline, that hurts. That hurts. And speaking of hurts, in actual Major League Baseball, Yankees fans aren't too happy, but we do wish a speedy recovery for former Pirate and, of course, Yankee, Garrett Cole, going to be out for the season for Tommy John surgery. So see what contingency plans the Yankees are going to have for the 2025 season as Cole is out. All right. Back to it now, and here's Alan Trammell, or Alan Treadmill. And he grounded to third back in the second. Here is the pitch. Trammell, first pitch swinging, but Veach off to the races, slides the tag, not in time. Bobby Veach picks up the stolen base, his first of the season. So the Tigers are bringing a little bit of running game, trying to manufacture some runs here. One on the board here in the bottom of the fourth. As Cheeseborough comes home, 0-1 pitch. Trammell sends this deep to right, but not deep enough. Reggie Jackson backpedaling and gloves it for the out, but the Tigers pick up a run on a hit. No errors and one left. We've played 4 here at Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan. It's the New York Yankees 3 and the Detroit Tigers 1. And we will see the top of the order for New York: Derek Jeter, Flash Gordon, and Babe Ruth. So, Nathaniel says he's going to lose $27 million in salary too, if I read that right. That I didn't hear. I just heard that Cole out for the year. So, damn. And that's kind of a piece of change there to lose. But do wish Garrett Cole a speedy recovery. While you might not be a Yankees fan, I think Garrett Cole is an excellent pitcher, and certainly was an integral part of the early and mid 2010s Pittsburgh Pirates. So, and they're doing such great things now. I mean, the Tommy John surgery, one of the greatest things ever to happen, right? I mean, guys coming back and having some pretty good careers with it. So Garrett, guess we'll see you in 2026. All right, Derek Jeter, 1 for 2, struck out his last time up. Top of the fifth action here. 1-1 pitch. And Derek Jeter lines this one over first into right field. Base hit. Heilman playing it on the hop, fires it into Gehringer. So Jeter aboard, and for New York, that's their 6th hit. Joe Flash Gordon, perfect 2 for 2 today. A 2-run shot back in the first and a single back in the third. All right. Mickey Lolich ready to bring it. Nope. Throws it over and picks off. Oh, my goodness gracious. Derek Jeter picked off at first. Caught me by surprise. All right. 1 away. Base is empty. Gordon back in the box now. The 1-2 pitch. And Joe Gordon gets a piece of it, but Bill Freehan holds on for out number 2. Lolich picking up K number 7. And here comes Babe Ruth. The Bambino, nothing for 2. He is struck out and ground into a double play. 1-2 pitch, and Ruth hits one just high to right field. Heilman ranging off to his right, gloves it for the out. So the Yankees have been held scoreless for the last 3 innings. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers 1. And the Tigers will send up George Kell, Bill Freehan, and Mickey Lolich. Oh yeah, I think he will. He's quite an excellent pitcher. I think not only for money, but I think things became kind of toxic in Pittsburgh for Garrett Cole, and I'm happy to see him successful, and it was again to hear that he's going to be out for the season. It's like damn, but you can't count the Yankees out of anything, even though they lose Garrett Cole for the season. And in Legends League, I wouldn't necessarily count those Tigers out either. Not just yet. All right. And I mean, just into May, by the way, into Franchise Stars Baseball League. So stay with it, guys. It's really a lot of fun. George Kell has nothing for 1 in this game. As I said, he flied to right center back in the 2nd inning. And the 0-1 pitch, and Kell lines this one and turns on the Jets, and he will make it into second. So here we come, the Tigers now with their 2nd hit and trying to make them count here. Tigers have stranded 2 in this game, the Yankees 3. And here's Bill Freehan. He's nothing for 1. Struck out back in the 3rd. Kell, not really a lot of speed there at second base. Conservative lead off first. Chaseborough, though, peers over his right shoulder, checks the runner. looks in, shakes off Posada, has one he likes now. 2-0 pitch. Freehand swings, and this is a seeing eye single straight up the middle. Cal thought about home, but they put up the stop sign. So runners at the corners now. The Tigers making it a little hot out there for Jack Cheesebro and an otherwise cool day here. Cold day, actually, in Detroit. 37 on opening night now. Infield in at the corners. They're looking bunt here, obviously. From the stretch, in the 0-1 pitch, Lolich does get the bunt down. Nettles will go to first. And Cal does not try to score on the play as Nettles looks him back to third. So 2 in scoring position for the Tigers. Freehand moves up, and here's Ty Cobb now, nothing for 2. Georgia Peach has whiffed twice in this game. Cheesebro now tugs at his belt, tugs at his cap, and out of the stretch, and the 0-1 delivery. And Cobb, hard ground ball to short, but the run will score. George Kell brings in the second Detroit run, and now the game gets interesting. 3-2 Yankees with 2 down, and Bill Freehand, potential tying run, just 90 feet away at third. And Charlie Gehringer is up now, the mechanical man who's popped a catcher and walked. From the stretch, Cheesebro delivers. Here's the pitch. Gehringer swings, and routine fly ball to left. Babe Ruth will track it down for out number 3. But the Motor City Cats pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. 5 in the books here at Comerica. And it's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers 2. Marcus Stroman will be in the Yankees rotation now, says Nathaniel. Big spikes to fill. Big spikes to fill. That's for sure. We'll see. All right. It's the Iron Horse, the Commerce Comet, and Jorge Posada, who doesn't have an interesting nickname, apparently. Gehrig walked his last time up. 1-2 pitch. And Lou Gehrig looks at a called strike 3. Mickey Lolich has now fanned 8 Yankees. All right, here's the Mick, 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Lolich has the sign. And 3-2 pitch. Bounder to Cal. Cal gets the throw off quickly. Mantle with some decent speed retires the Mick. So before all the injuries and everything, Mickey Mantle was not only a fearsome slugger, but he could run. He could run. So as Dwayne Martz is wont to say, imagine what Mickey could have done had he not been injured and all those other things. Certainly a great, great player. All right, but we think of sluggers these days, but when you think of sluggers with that kind of with the speed that Mantle had, and of course we've had them in the more modern era too, but usually when I think of sluggers, the guys that come to mind, sort of like Willie Stargell, who wasn't fast, or what was Greg Luzinski's nickname was Wheels. So, but anyhow, Jorge Posada, nothing for 2. 2 down here. Lolich deals, fly ball center field. Ty Cobb will tap the glove once and twice and pull it down for the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom of the 6th, and it's 3-2. So the Yankees, quick scoring summer here, scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and the Tigers tallied 1 in the 4th and 1 in the 5th, and that's where we stand as Harry Heilman waits in the box. So Harry in the game is 1 for 2 with a walk. Cheesebro deals. And Heilman grounds this one into right field, base hit. So the Tigers now with 4 hits in the game, and it brings up Hammer and Hank Greenberg. They're on their feet here in Detroit, wanting to see Hammer and Hank go yard here. He's flown out and struck out in the game. Cheesebro brings it home, 1-2 pitch, and Greenberg looks at one on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch there by Jack Cheesebro, who notches his 7th K of the game. So 1 away here in the Tiger 6th, then it brings up Bobby Veach now. Left fielder had an RBI single that scored Charlie Gehringer back in the 4th. Heilman leads off first. Cheesebro checks the runner, now comes home with a 3-1 pitch to Veach, and Veach, hard hit ground ball went to left. Ruth up with it, and Heilman will be held at third. So Tigers with a great opportunity here to tie it up here in the bottom of the 6th as Alan Trammell steps to the plate. Hall of Fame shortstop is grounded out and flown out. Runners at the corners. Howman at third. Veach at first. Cheesebro works out of the stretch. Up, Posada out to have a quick word with him. Now back down the Keystone, and here's the pitch. 2-0 pitch. This is going to be grounded into the corner. It's going to go all the way to the corner for extra bases. Howman will score. Trammell with the RBI double, and the Tigers in the bottom of the sixth inning tied up 3-3. Here's George Kell now. He's flown out and doubled in this game. So the Tigers, we have a whole new ball game here in the Motor City. Cheesebro from the stretch and full count. George Kell draws the walk. Cheesebro may be a little bit rattled here now. Certainly as far as pitch count, this guy can go 10 years, but bases are sold out and no room at the end for Bill Freehand. So singled his last time up. Cheesebro surrounded by Tigers. 1-0 pitch. Freehand swings. Grounder. Gehrig will go to Jeter. And on the relay, not in time. And the Detroit Tigers get the lead for the first time in this game. It is 4-3 Detroit. Runners at the corners. Alan Trammell with third. Bill Freehand at first. And here is Mickey Lolich, who is nothing for one. Sorry, guys, a little tired tonight. So 0-2 pitch. And Mickey Lolich cuts in, misses. But the Detroit Tigers pick up 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go to the 7th. And the Detroit Tigers lead the New York Yankees 4-3. Has anyone read Ty Cobb? Terrible Beauty. Really love that book. I have it, but I haven't read it yet. My understanding is that book, Ernie Harwell would say ducks in the pond, absolutely, as would Bob Prince, old Bucko's broadcaster. I've heard, and I've got to read the book, but it's really kind of rehabilitated Cobb from the terrible hatchet job that Al Stump did to him in his biography. And if Ken Castro's ever on here, he'll tell you Al Stump was a hack. Terrible guy. Basically wrote 2 books, the one that Cobb kind of dictated, but Stumpy went off and kind of wrote his own thing. And not that Ty Cobb was any sort of saint, but again, I've heard that book, Terrible Beauty, does kind of get rid of a lot of that straight up bullshit that Al Stump wrote about Ty Cobb in that biography. So that's something I've got to read. It's sitting here. But next baseball book in line is a biography of Satchel Paige for me. So I will get that. All right, Reggie Jackson leading off things here. So the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. So these Yankees are so loaded that Reggie's down in the 7th spot. How about that? All right, Greg Nettles waits on deck. And Reggie's been on base twice today with a walk and a double. 4-3 Tiger lead here in the 7th. Mickey Lolich thus far with 8 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch. Reggie cuts on this one. Tapper back to the mound. Lolich quick release onto Greenberg. 1 up, 1 down now for Greg Nettles, who's nothing for 2. Yeah, exactly. Does give Ty Cobb his due justice, and that's good. That is good. Again, he was certainly, the man was no saint, but good God, you read Stump's book, and it's like, God, this is like he's like the worst thing to walk the earth before Stalin and Hitler, All right, Nettles, nothing for 2, struck out and flew out to deep left. Although Tommy Lee Jones did a great job in that movie. So do have to say that. 0-2 pitch. And Nettles cuts and misses. So 2 down. Lolich looking so strong out there. Shaky in the first 2 innings, but just pitching shutout ball up to this point now. Cheesebro 1 for 2. And Jack Cheesebro had that RBI back in the 2nd. Lolich brings it home. 0-2 pitch and double digits and strikeouts. 7th inning stretch time. Tigers lead the Yankees 4-3. Be right back. And we are back. So Nathaniel says he loves talking about baseball books, reading Crazy 08 right now. Oh, man, what a great book. I've read a lot of baseball books through the year, and Crazy 08 is easily top 5 because it's not just a baseball focused book, but you get a real sense of what the United States was like, what the world was like in 1908. As the backdrop, if you will, of what I and at least some students of the game consider to be the greatest baseball season in terms of pennant races in both leagues. Crazy 08 is a fantastic book. I can't recommend that highly enough. Even if you're not interested in dead ball era baseball, it's a great read and one that you want to read again. All right, Ty Cobb is right now sitting on that 0 for 3. And if Cousin Ken's still here, Cobb is wearing the collar. So when he grounded out back in the 5th, George Kell did score. Cheesebro ready to deal now. Just 2 strikeouts behind Mickey Lolich. So 18 strikeouts combined by these two pitchers. 1-0 pitch, and Cobb. Oh, Joe Gordon, full extension and somehow able to get to the ball. And as he hits the ground, gets it to Lou Gehrig. So Gordon flashing the leather and swinging the ash here. Doing it up for the Yankees. All right, here is the mechanical man. He is 0 for 2 and with a walk. Posada, Cheesebro shaking him off, has one he likes. 1-1 pitch. Gehringer swings, fly ball center field, and Mickey Mantle, no trouble. Out number 2. 1908 drive for the pennant out of the park baseball. That would be fun. That would be really fun. So depicting the Cubs season 2, yeah. I mean, 1908. Of course, what you'll learn also in that book, and the National League pennant race, and welcome in John DFW. 1908 National League race gets a lot more press because of the Merkle boner, and the crazy stuff that happened that involved the Cubs, the Giants, and the Pirates. But the American League pennant race was actually closer. So the National League decided by 1 game, the American League by a half game. The Tigers just pulled that out. The only thing about 1908 really was that the World Series was kind of an anticlimax, but that was a fantastic season, just absolutely filled to the proverbial brim with great stories. So now we're getting some talk here about Elliot Asimov's 8 Men Out. Samuel Smith bringing that book up. All right, here's Harry Hallman now, 1 for 2. Singled his last time up, has a walk in this game. 4-3, Detroit was behind in this game, but then early innings belonged to the Yanks, middle innings to the Tigers. 1-2 pitch. Hallman cuts on this one. This one's going to make the seats third base side. Giving chase is Nettles. Back in the box now, Harry Hallman. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes, fly ball, center field. Mantle had him played perfectly. 2 down now. Mickey Lolich now to face Derek Jeter, top of the order, Flash Gordon, and Babe Ruth. Jeter in the game. 2 for 3. 2 singles. Lolich brings it home. First pitch swinging bunt, and Derek Jeter does not catch the Tigers napping. So pouncing on that ball, Bill Freehand fires on to Hank Greenberg for the 2-3 putout. 1 down now for Flash Gordon. He's just having a great game today. 1-1 pitch. Gordon swings, routine fly ball to right into the leather of Harry Hallman. So quickly 2 down. Babe Ruth, conversely, having a pretty lousy game, actually. So strikeout, ground to and double play, and a flyout. Lolich up to 111 pitches. Expected pitch count for him, 125. So we may see some movement in the Detroit bullpen. 1-2 pitch. Ruth sends this one out to right field at the wall. He leaps And making the catch is Harry Heilman in right field for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Detroit Tigers here on opening night at their ballpark, leading the New York Yankees 4-3. And the number 4, 5, 6 spots coming up now. Hank Greenberg, Bobby Veach, and Alan Trammell. Greenberg is nothing for 3. And he's whiffed twice against Jack Cheesebro. Cheesebro with 8 strikeouts, 3 walks through 7. And the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Greenberg, tapper to Gehrig, and Gehrig just gets to the bag, gets the foot on the bag before Greenberg can get there. So beautiful play. It says here throws to Cheesebro covering, but Gehrig actually gets to the bag. So 1 away now. Bobby Veach 2 for 3. Good game for him. RBI back in the 4th inning that scored Charlie Gehringer and singled in the 6th. Detroit looking for insurance here. 0-1 pitch. Lefty Veach swings, lined hard to center field, and that's going to get down. Mantle has to play it on the hop. All right, in the box now is Alan Trammell. RBI double that scored Harry Heilman. So Veach at first, already with a stolen base in this game. 2-1 pitch, and high fly ball center field. Mickey Mantle pulls it down. So 2 away. Veach back to first. George Kell 1 for 3. Walked his last time up. When we go to the New York 9th, it'll be Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, and Jorge Posada. Cheesebro with a 1-2 delivery. And this one gets away from Posada. This one is a pass ball. And on the play, Bobby Veach will move to third. So Posada, who is due up third when we get to the 9th, hoping that this pass ball doesn't cost his Yankees a run here. So Veach, just 90 feet away. George Kell back in the box. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And they're going to intentionally walk Kell to get the free hand. And I think Bill's day is done, gentlemen. And I think we're going to bring in Sam Crawford. Wahoo Sam, Wahoo, Nebraska. All-time leader in triples. Yep. Let's bring him in. Why not? So Sam Crawford making his first appearance, of course. So got to work on getting Crawford in some play time with these Tigers. Got to still fine-tune all these rosters. All right, George Kell at first. Bobby Veach at third. Sam Crawford in the box. Cheesebro studies the signs from Jorge Posada. Works out of the stretch. And the 2-2 pitch. And Crawford swings high fly ball to right. And Reggie Jackson will track it down. So we need us a catcher. And let me see here. I should let the chat call it here. We got Bassler, York, or Parrish. Well, you know what? Parrish has got the arm. Parrish has got everything going on. So Lance Parrish will come in to catch. Sam Crawford will take a seat. The last good pennant race was in 1993, just before the wild card, says John DFW. D. Scott Howard joining us. And Cousin Ken says he's listening, finishing up a game. All right, here we go. The Tigers holding on to a 1-run lead. And Mickey Lulich staying on here, and he is going to face Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, and Jorge Posada. The Iron Horse in this game, 0 for 2 with a walk. Full count on Lou Gehrig. Gehrig swings, routine grounder to Trammell. Trammell fires to Greenberg. Score that one 6-3. Nice play there by Trammell, getting that ball quickly. Gehrig had good speed. All right, here's the Mick. Nothing for 3. Posada waits on deck. Mickey Mantle has not been on base today. 3-1 pitch. And just as I say that, and don't we know that, legends, right? As soon as you say something about a player, he does the opposite. All right, Lolich's day is done. Well, I'd like to see him finish it. The mound trip, and yes, he is indeed tired. So we are going to call on Jose Valverde to. No, wait. Do I want to go with Valverde? Yes, we're going to go to Valverde. Of course we are. All right. It's his game to save. Posada, nothing for 3. Throw over. Mantle is safe. Valverde studies the signs from Lance Parrish. 1-2 pitch on the way. Posada. Just a little foul tip, strike 3. So 2 down. And it's up to Reggie Jackson. And Reggie Jackson, a swing of the bat, changes the complexion of this game. Here we go. Valverde rubs up the ball. Sets, checks Mantle at first. Comes home with it. Full counter. Reggie Jackson. Jackson draws the walk. Valverde in a little bit of trouble here. Greg Nettles, though he is 0 for 3 in this game, not somebody to trifle with. Last time up, Nettles struck out against Mickey Lolich. Okay, game on the line here for the Tigers. 0-2 pitch. And Greg Nettles, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nettles, strikeout victim 3 times today, and Detroit comes back and wins this one. So the Yankees lose their opener, and Detroit makes the home crowd happy. So the line for the Detroit Tigers, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the New York Yankees, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Jack Cheesebro gets the loss. Mickey Lolich with the win. Highlights for the New York Yankees. Flash Gordon went 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 runs batted in. Reggie Jackson went 1 for 2 with a double and 2 walks. For the victorious Tigers, George Kell 1 for 2 with a double and 2 walks. Bobby Veach went 3 for 4 and a stolen base. And sadly, no triples in this game. The only home run in this game was by Flash Gordon. Looking at pitching here really quick. Both pitchers, solid outings, really. Cheesebro, of course, getting the dirty end of the stick. But he went 8, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, walked 4, struck out 8. Mickey Lolich with the win, 8 1/3 worked, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, gave up a home run, walked 3, and struck out 10. Valverde came on and got the save, worked 2/3, walked 1, and struck out 2. And I'm guessing this is going to pick Lolich as your player of the game. And indeed it is. So there we go. That does it for Yankees and Tigers in this franchise league in the Baseball History Collection. And we did it in 53 minutes. Damn. We'll check in with the chat here for a minute. Giants won more than 100 games and missed the playoffs. How about it? And Todd B joining us and Nathaniel approving of the game. Well, guys, that is it. We went long last night, so usually we go shorter. Just remember, Out of the Park Baseball releases Friday. So we're going to do just a quick game with it on Friday night, and we'll do a deeper dive Saturday night in conjunction with a kind of chin wag. Remember to keep up with Franchise Stars Baseball League on Legend Sports Universe, which has now entered the month of May, in the merry, merry month of May. April, sometime middle of April, is the release of Digital Diamond Baseball 13. It looks like it could be anywhere from a week to 3 weeks or so, but there's going to be a pretty significant update coming to Pocket Pennant Run. So cards and dice players, I think you're going to really enjoy the update that's coming. And then also, from what I understand, a significant update coming to Full Count Baseball. Once that happens, we're going to do a fun Wayback Machine doubleheader some night. we'll be doing micro league baseball and full count baseball. So we'll go back in time. Yes, you can pre-order on Steam. You get, I believe it's 10%. Let me look here on Steam for a second. Boop, 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 boop. And let me see what's on. They have what's listed here on the store page, baby. Yeah, my understanding is I believe this is a 10% discount if you get it on Steam. So there it is. Let's play the trailer for it, and then we'll go.
Out of the Park Baseball 26, the newest edition of the beloved baseball strategy game, played by hundreds of thousands of fans around the globe, is here. The newest and biggest version yet of Out of the Park Baseball is packed with loads of features and improvements, including the Road to the World Baseball Classic, Player Development Lab 2.0. Our popular new Player Development Lab is back and better than ever. Refined options, choices, and influence. New and improved MLB Draft. Lay the foundation for your franchise with youth, including all the risk and reward that go with it. Next level scouting. The key to your franchise's success is more important and detailed than ever before. New dynamic scoreboards with live in-game information. OOTP 26's visuals jump off the screen. Drive for the Pennant is back. And now for any season in baseball history. Our popular new mode now lets you explore the entire history of the game. Licensed leagues in baseball video games are back. MLB, the complete minor leagues, the KBO in Korea, and licensed leagues from the UK and the Netherlands. Jump into the MLB or KBO season at any point with up-to-the-minute rosters, trades, injuries, transactions, and more. And, of course, compete with tens of thousands of avid baseball fans online. Build your perfect team. The all-new Clubhouse Tournament Shop gives you total control over your rewards. Baseball history comes alive like nowhere else. The Infinite Baseball Sandbox is here. Available March 14th, 2025.
So there you go, gents. The Out of the Park 25 or Out of the Park 26 trailer. And yeah, super, super, super cool. What can I say? Love it, love it, love it so far. It's just been a real joy to be able to be a beta tester for the past 3. So there I'm accidentally clicking on it. So you get to see what the banner looks like for the game this year. So good stuff. All right, so I'm going to thank Advocate 8 Nate Nathaniel, to Todd B, John DFW for coming in, D Scott Howard, thank you, buddy. You guys, Cousin Ken Castro, heart and soul of this channel, Samuel Smith, whom I now appoint our official scribe, librarian, and archiver of vintage baseball films and books. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Corey Highfield, he's going to get himself a wrench next time he comes in. Legend Sports Universe. Thank you, my friend. And thank you also for the tips on PlayStation streaming and stuff like that, and just for being a good guy. And Tim, Clee Baseball Fan 879, hope he joins us on our Saturday night chinwag. Maybe we'll get him to call a couple innings in Out of Park 26. I think it'd be fun. Because he did a great game. He did like a doubleheader for us a few Saturdays ago. So lots of fun. So thank you, Tim. Also, we want to try to get one of Tim's games back on here again, too. Philip Reynolds was the first one in the ballpark. He is long fast asleep. So that does it here from the ballpark. All right. And his cousin Ken wishing everybody a good tomorrow. Till the next time, guys, we'll see you around the batting cage. And thank you, one and all. It really means a lot. Good night.